session, we are going to calculate measures of positions such as quartiles, deciles, and percentiles in ungrouped data. Solving quartiles, there are 4 cases to consider. Case 1, n is odd and 1/2 of n minus 1 is odd. For example, ang n mo ay 7. Halimbawa, 7 ang data mo. So, 7 minus 1, we have 6. 6 divided by 2, we have 3. So, yun yung case 1. Next tayo, case 2. N is odd and 1/2 times n minus 1 is even. For example, this one is 9. 9 is odd. 9 minus 1, we have 8. Then, 8 divided by 2, we have 4. 4 is even. That is case 2. Next, for case 3, n is even and n is divisible by 4. For example, divisible by 4, which is 8. 8 is even, then 8 is divisible by 4. And for case 4, we have n is even and n is not divisible by 4. For example, we have 10. 10 is not divisible by 4, pero 10 is even. Okay? So, that is the cases. So, in that different cases, iba-iba rin yung solving na dapat mong i-apply kay quartiles. So, let us have an examples. Example number 1. Find first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. Given the scores of 7 students, we have 30, 12, 10, 16, 18, 24, and 29. The first step that you are going to do lagi, you need to arrange the scores from lowest to highest. Alright? Let us arrange. The lowest score here, we have here 10. Right here, 10. We have here 10. The next one, we have 12. Next, we have here 16, 18, 24, 29, and then 30. Ayan, ganyan kasimple. Let us now find if what case is this one. So, we have here how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, ang number natin, we have 7 ang ating given. 7 numbers. Or 7 scores ang ating given. Then, let us find kung siya ba ay 1/2 of n minus 1. Kung ano siya dyan. So, this one is 7 minus 1. That is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So, we have here odd. And this one is also odd. Ito, odd din po. So, therefore, this one is case 1. Okay, nakapaloob siya kay case number 1. Yan. So, ito yung pinakamadaling way para makuha natin si first, second, and third quartile. Since siya ay odd, and add din yung ating 1/2 times n minus 1, ganito lang po kasimple. Find the middle number. The middle number here is 18. So, ito na yung ating quartile 2, the median. Is it clear? Next tayo, we have the next quartile 1 or the first quartile. So, meron tayong natirang tatlong number dito, which is add pa rin. Makikita mo agad yung gitna. So, yung gitna niya is 12. So, this is now your first quartile. Is it clear? Next tayo, dito tayo sa kabilang side. So, gitna pa rin, tatlo pa rin natira, meron pa rin gitnang matitira. So, yung pinakagitna, yan na yung ating third quartile. This is now your third quartile. Alright? So, for us to interpret your answer, let us have the quartile 1. The quartile 1 meaning we have 25% of the students got the score of 12 or below 12. Okay? Next, for quartile 2, meaning we have 50% of the students got the scores of 18. Ayun, 18. Or below 18. So, yun yung ibig sabihin nun. For quartile 3, meaning we have here 75% of the students got the scores of 29. Ayun, 29. Or below 29. Okay? So, that is how will you find easiest way in finding the first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile if you are in the case 1. Add siya parehas. Is it clear? Now, let us have example number 2. Example number 2, we have given the scores of 9 students. We have 27, 30, 20, 14, 17, 21, 26, 23, and 16. First step, let us have the first step. You need to arrange. Ayan. That's the first step. Let us arrange. So, the lowest score we have here 14. Next, we have 16. 16. Next, 17. Next, we have 20. Ayan. Next, we have 21. 23. Then, we have 26. Then, we have 27. And then, 30. So, kapag kayo mag-a-arrange, mas maganda kung lalagyan nyo ng tanda para makikita nyo kung meron ka bang kulang or wala. Okay? We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ayan, 9 na. Sakto. So, this time, find ulit natin kung anong case siya. So, kanina, add yung lumabas. Ngayon, 9 siya, add pa rin. Ang number of n mo, we have here 9. Then, yung 1/2 of n minus 1 mo, let us have, this is 9 minus 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 divided by 2, we have 4. So, we have here even. Ito ay add. So, this one is case 2. Ayan, case 2. Ayan, kapag ganito ang given mo, we have here case 2. Find the middle number. Since add siya, makikita mo ulit yung pinakagitna niya. So, ano yung gitna ni 9? Saan yung pinakagitna? Diba yung pang-pip? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yung pang-pip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it clear? So, etong 21, this is your second quartile. Nakuha mo na. Okay? Meron ka ng 21. Next tayo. Let us have the first quartile. As you can see, even yung natira dito. So, kung even, dalawa yung gitna natin. We have 16 and 17. So, for us to find the middle number here, you will find the mean of this one. Yung average is 16 and 17. So, you have 16 plus 17, then divide it into 2 for us to find the quartile 1. So, quartile 1 is equal to 16 plus 17 divided by 2. Ang magiging sagot niyan is 16.5. Pinakagitna lang ni 16 and 17. So, this is your quartile 1. Next, for quartile 3. So, 4 ulit, gitna ulit. So, ito yon, yung dalawang gitna ulit niya. So, we have here, just find the average, which is 26 plus 27 divided by 2. So, for quartile 3, gitna lang ulit, that is 26.5. Ayan, tapos na. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple. Then, si quartile 2, we have here 21 itself. Then, let us have interpret. Quartile 1. Meaning, we have 25% of the students got 16.5 got scores of 16.5 or below 16.5. Yan. Ano lang kasimple. Next tayo. Quartile 2. We have 50% of the students got scores of, we have here 21 or below 21. Then we have quartile 3. We have 75% of the students got the scores of 26.5 or below 26.5. Okay? So, that is for case 2. So, for case 2, yung quartile 2 mo, pinakagitna, and then, yung gitna ulit na makakakuha ng dalawang gitna, then find the average, we have 16.5. Find the average, we have 26.5. Is it clear? Now, let's have another example. Example number 3. Find quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3. Given the scores of 12 students. So, we have 44, 48, 44, 24, 20, 23, 46, 50, 28, 31, 40, 21, and 49. First step, let us arrange. Arrange muna. As arrange from lowest to highest. So, the lowest score we have here 20. Right here 20. Next, we have here 21. Next, we have here 23. Next, we have 24. Next, we have here 28. Next, we have 31. Next, 40. Next, we have 44. Next, we have here 46. Next, we have here 48. Yan. 48. Next, we have 49. And the last one, from the highest score, we have here 50. Okay, let us check kung 12 nga siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Correct. Okay? So, now, let us find kung siya ay, since 12 siya, ang n mo ay 12, which is even. And then, yung 1/2 of n minus 1 mo naman, we have 12 minus 1. We have here, plus 1 pala. 12 minus 1. Hindi pala ito. Dahil even siya. Kapag even pala, kung divisible by 4 or hindi. Since 12 ay this one is divisible by 4. Okay. Kung divisible by 4 siya, ito ay tinatawag mong case number 3. Okay? Divisible by 4. Okay, so in this case, ganito. Find natin yung gitna. Since even siya, dalawa ulit yung magiging gitna natin. So, we have here 12. So, doon tayo magtatagpo sa 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ito. 6. Ito yun. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So, ito yung dalawang gitna natin. 6. Then, ito. Ayan. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yan yung gitna natin. So, for us to find the middle, since dalawa tayo, this is quartile 2, you will find the average, or the mean. So, we have 31 plus 40. Then, divide it into 2. So, 31 plus 40, the answer is 71 divided by 2. So, quartile 2 is equal to, divide natin, that is 35.5. So, ito yung quartile 2 natin. Ganun lang. Next tayo. Doon tayo ngayon sa natira. Yan. Doon tayo ngayon sa quartile 1. Okay. Para makuha dito si quartile 1 and quartile 2, hahatiin mo ngayon ito sa dalawa. Etong 12 na to. So, ang pinakahati mo ay dito, sa gitna na to. Yan. Yan yung pinakahati mo. And then, dun sa 6 at 6 ang hati mo dyan. So, since 6 at 6, kunin mo yung gitna ulit. So, ang pinakagitna dito, 6 at 6, kasama pa rin si 31, ha? So, ang pinakagitna niya ay si 23 and 24. Tapos dito, ang pinakagitna niya ay si 46 and 48. Yan, gano'n lang kasimple. Then, since dalawa ulit, we are going to find for the average ulit. So, for quartile 1, we have 23 plus 24 divided by 2. Ganun lang kasimple. So, 23 plus 24 divided by 2, ang gitna lang niyan ay we have 23.5. Okay? Kasi magkasunod na number, pinakagitna lang naman niya. Next tayo. Quartile 3. So, 46 and 48. So, 46 plus 48 divided by 2. So, this one, we have quartile 3. Gitna ulit ni 46 and 48. The answer here is 47. Ganun lang po kasimple. Okay? That is for case 3. Pag case 3, even siya, divisible by 4, para kuhanin mo muna yung gitna, ito yung pinakagitna. Then, afterwards, hatiin mo sa dalawang parte, yung inyong numbers. And then, kuhanin ulit ang gitna, then divide it into 2, kuhanin ulit ang gitna, then divide it into 2. Okay? So, meaning, ni first quartile 1, we have 25% of the students got a scores of 23.5 or below 23.5. Ayan. For quartile 2, we have 50% of the students got a scores of 35.5 or below 35.5. Next, quartile 3 naman, we have 75% of the students got a scores of 47 or below 47. Alright? So, that is case 3. Is it clear? Now, let's move with example number 4. Example number 4, we have given the scores of 10 students. We have 24, 29, 30, 16, 20, 22, 28, 21, 19, and 27. First step, let us arrange. So, the lowest scores here, we have here 16. Next to 16, we have 19. Next to 19, we have 20. Next, we have here 21. Next, we have 22. Next, we have here 24. Next, we have 27. Next, we have here 28, 29, and then 30. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, your n here is 10, which is even. And then, the 10 is not divisible by 4. Since hindi siya divisible by 4, ito naman yung tinatawag mong case number 4. Yan. So, dito, same process din siya. Kamukha lang din siya nung case number 3 natin. So, find the middle number para dun sa quartile 2 natin. So, ang middle natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito. 5. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayan. So, ito yun. So, this is your quartile 2. We have, find the average ulit. 22 plus 24 divide by 2. So, ang quartile 2 mo, yung gitna ni 22 and 24, that is 23. Is it clear? Next tayo, dito. So, since even siya, hatiin mo ulit sa dalawa. So, yan yung pinakagitna niya. So, dito naman, at saka dito, from here, yung pinakagitna ng 5 item na to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diba? 5. Ang pinakagitna niya, we have 20. Diba? So, ito na yung iyong quartile 1. O, ganun lang kasimple. Dito, 5 ulit to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pinakagitna, we have here 28. So, this is your quartile 3. Ganun lang po kasimple. Okay? Naintindihan? Basta pag even siya, hatiin mo sa gitna. Then, kung siya ay add yung natira dito, yung pinakagitna niya, that's your quartile. Pero kung siya ay hinati mo, then siya ay even dito, even dun sa kabilang side, yung dalawang gitna, divide into 2, then average. O, ganun lang po kasimple. Is it clear? So, we have now your quartile 1. This means that 25% of the students of the students got a score of 20 or below 20. Next, for quartile 2, meaning we have 50% of the students got a scores of 23 or below 23. Ganun lang. Then, quartile 3, we have here 75% of the students got a scores of, we have here 28 or below 28. Okay? So, it's that clear? So, that is quartiles in ungrouped data. Now, let's move with deciles. Po pala tayong mag-move sa deciles. Meron po palang formula si per second and third quartile. So, bibigyan ko rin kayo ng examples at kung ano yung formula ng mga quartiles. So, nasa sa inyo kung kayo ay gagamit ng formula or yung ganitong method lang para makuha nyo si first and second quartile. We have the formula here for quartile 1, 2, and 3. For quartile 1, we have 1/4 times n plus 1. Quartile 2, we have 1/2 times n plus 1. Quartile 3 equals to 3/4 times n plus 1, where n is the number of data or element. So, kung gaano karami ang inyong data, yun lang yung isa-substitute nyo dun sa inyong n. Now, let us now have an example. Find quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3. Given the scores of 7 students, we have the scores of 30, 12, 10, 16, 18, 24, and 29. Our first step, you need to arrange these scores from lowest to highest. Okay? So, yung first step natin, arrange the score. Arrange it into lowest to highest. So, lagi yan. Yan yung lagi yung first step. Kailangan lagi siya naka-arrange from lowest to highest bago kayo mag-compute. Is that clear? So, let us now arrange. So, we have our lowest scores. We have 10. Next, we have here 12. Next, we have 16, 18, 24, 29, and then we have 30. Then, find what case is this one. For us to find the case, let us have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ang ating n is 7. So, therefore, add siya. Then, since add siya, let us note kung yung 1/2 times n minus 1 ba niya ay add din. Let us see. So, we have 7 minus 1. This one is 6 divided by 2. We have 3. 3 is also add. Ayan. So, since add yung ating n, then add din yung 1/2 times n minus 1 niya, therefore, this is case 1. This is an example of case 1. So, how will you solve this one by using case 1? So, ganito lang po kasimple yun. Let us apply the given formula. Ang ating formula po ay, for the quartile 1, we have a 1/4 times n plus 1. That's your quartile 1. So, we have here 1/4 times ang n natin, we have 7 plus 1. So, it is equals to 7 plus 1, that is 8. 8 divided by 4. So, your quartile 1, we have 2. So, meaning, it is at the second term siya or second number siya. So, ano yung second number mo dito? That is your quartile 1. So, ito yun. Ito yung 1, 2. Ito yung pang second mo. So, this is the quartile 2. Ganun lang kasimple. So, your quartile 1. Yan. So, your quartile 1 is equal to 12, or meaning 25% of the students got 12 and below. Ganun lang, kasimple. Okay, so that's the meaning of quartile 1. Is it clear? Next, let us have quartile 2. Okay? For quartile 2, we have here, your formula is 1/2 times n plus 1. We have here 1/2 times your n, we have 7 plus 1. So, it is equal to 1/2 times 8. Then, the 1/2 of 8, that is quartile 2, we have here 4. O, pang ilan, hanapin natin ang pang 4th. Okay, ang pang 4th, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito. This is now your quartile 2. So, your quartile 2 is equal to 18. Meaning, 50% of the students got 18 or below 18. Ayan. Ito rin, got 12 or below 12. Ayun. Or below 12. Ayan. So, yun yung meaning nun. Okay? Now, let us have the quartile 3. For quartile 3, let's have the formula. We have 3/4 times n plus 1. So, we have here 3/4 times your n is 7 plus 1. So, we have here 8. 8 divided by 4, we have here 2. 2 times 3, we have 6. So, your quartile 3 is in the 6th. Okay? Nasa pang-anim siya. Let us have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eto. So, this is your third quartile. Okay? So, meaning, we have 29. Ang scores ng quartile 3 ay nasa 29. Quartile 3, we have here 29. So, since we have here 29, meaning we have 75% of the students got a score of 29 or below 29. Let us now tackle the ungrouped data for deciles. We have a formula of deciles of d sub k is equals to k over 10 times n plus 1, where k is the number that you need to find and n the total number of data. So, for example, find the first decile. First decile daw ang hinahanap mo. Since first decile, this is d sub 1. So, yung pinaka 1 mo, that is your k. So, your formula for decile 1, we have here d sub 1 is equal to 1 over 10 times n plus 1. Depende kung ilan yung given data mo. Okay? Next tayo. Kung d sub 2 naman yung hinahanap mo, so we have 2 over 10 times n plus 1. Ganun lang kasimple. Kung d sub 3 naman ang hinahanap mo, so we have 3 over 10 times n plus 1. If we have fourth decile, d sub 4 is equals to 4 over 10 times n plus 1. If fifth deciles, we have 5 over 10 times n plus 1. If we have sixth decile, that is 6 over 10 times n plus 1. Next, seventh decile, d sub 7, we have 7 over 10 times n plus 1. Next, d sub 8, we have 8 over 10 times n plus 1. d sub 9, we have here 9 over 10, then n plus 1. Okay? So, that is it. So, these are the formula for us to find the deciles that we need to find. Right? Now, let us have an example. Find third decile, fifth decile, eighth deciles, and ninth decile. Given the scores of 10 students, so we have here the given scores. The scores are not arranged in ascending order. So first, we need to arrange it into ascending order. So arrange. So we have the lowest scores of 23. Next, we have here 25. Next, 27. 29. 30, we have 32. Sorry, 32. Next, 33. Then, 38. Then, 42. And last one, we have 45. Let us check if we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, correct na. So, after that, let us find the third decile. Ang third decile natin, so d sub 3 is equal to, ang formula natin dito ay 3 over 10 times n plus 1, diba? So, ang formula natin ay d sub k is equals to k over 10 times n plus 1. Ayan. So, ang n natin, we have here 10 plus 1. Ayan. So, it is equal to 3 over 10. So, we have 3 over 10 times 10 plus 1, that is 11. Then, we have here 3 times 11, that is 33, divided by 10. The answer is 3.3. Yan. So, 3.3 yung kanyang pinaka-rank. Ito yung hahanapin natin. So, since 3.3, it is in between 3 and 4. Ito ay 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, between siya ng 3 and 4. Then, since between siya ng 3 and 4, at saka nasa deciles tayo, ang gagamitin natin dito ay interpolation. Gagamit tayo ng interpolation. Pag ang inyong lumabas dito ay may decimals, interpolation yung gagamitin natin. Si interpolation ginagamit as estimation. So, paano natin siya i-apply si interpolation? So, we are going to find for the third data. Doon tayo sa may pinaka-whole number niya. Ang third data natin is 27, sorry. So, we have here 27, the data. Then, afterwards, you will add it to your decimal point, which is 0.3. Natira, 0.3. Yung 0.3 nung third data mo. Then, afterwards, you are going to multiply it. Isusubtract natin yung yung nakuha nating third and fourth. We have 29 minus 27. Okay? So, syempre, makailangan na nasa unahan yung malaki. Okay, 29 minus 27. Afterwards, we have 27 plus 0.3. Multiply mo sa 29 minus 27, that is 2. Then, multiply 27 plus, this one is 0.6. Then, just add. So, this is now your decile 3. 27.06. Okay? Ay, sorry. 27.6. Yan. 27.6. That is your decile 3. Is that clear? Next tayo. Let us have decile 5. Fifth decile. Dito tayo sa fifth decile. Sa fifth decile, we have 5 over 10 times, we have 10 plus 1. 5 over 10 times 11. So, this is 55 over 10 or equal to 5.5. Okay, pang 5.5. So, it's between 5 and 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, nandito si fifth decile. Yan. Between 30 and 32. So, interpolation ulit tayo. So, yung pang-fifth natin, we have here 30. Sorry, just write here 30. Plus, yung natirang decimal mo, which is 0.5. Multiply mo siya ngayon dun sa 32 minus 30. 32 minus 30. So, we have the decile 5, it is equals to 30 plus 0.5 times 32 minus 30, that is 2. Then, just multiply it 2 times 0.5, that is 1. So, we have 30 plus 1. Your fifth decile, we have 31. Okay? So, ganun kumuha siya ng decile sa ungrouped data. Now, let us have the 8 deciles and 9 decile. Decile 8. So, it is equal to 8 over 10 times 10 plus 1. So, we have here 8 over 10 times 11. That is 88 over 10. We have 8.8. Yan. Pang 8.8 na rank tayo. So, sino dito yung between 8 at saka 9? So, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, nandito naman si decile 8. Between 38 and 42. So, kuhanin natin ngayon yung pang 8, which is 38. So, right here, 38, for the interpolation, d sub 8 is equal to, then, add mo dun sa natira na decimal, which is 0.8, multiply mo ngayon sa 42 minus 38. Then, we have here 38 plus 0.8 multiplied by 42 minus 38, we have here 4. Then, afterwards, multiply natin. Let us simplify. We have here 38 plus 0.8 times 4. This one is 3.2. Then, just add. So, your d sub 8 is equal to 41.2. Ayan na. Nakuha mo na yung 8 deciles. Next tayo, let us have the 9th deciles. D sub 9. We have 9 over 10 times 11 na. So, that is 99 over 10. That is 9.9. Ayan, pang 9.9. So, it is in between 9 and 10. So, ito yung decile 9. So, we have here decile 9. So, yung 9th mo, pang 9 mo, we have 42. For us to find. Yung pang 9 mo ay 42 plus yung inyong decimal here, just add here 0.9. Multiply mo ngayon dito. 45 minus 42. Yan. So, we have here 42 plus 0.9 times 45 minus 42. That is 3. Then, multiply, then add. So, d sub 9 is equal to 42 plus 0.9 times 3. That is 2.7. Then, just add. D sub 9 is equals, or the 9th deciles is equal to 44.7. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Then, kapag siya ay interpret mo, for example, we have here, decile 3, let us have interpret this one. So, meaning, we have for decile 3, so it means that 30% of the students got a score of 27.6 or below 27.6. Ganun lang kasimple. Kapag naman decile 5, meaning 50% of the students got a scores of 31 or below 31. Okay? Pag decile 8 naman, meaning 80% of the students got 41.2 or below 41.2. And then for 9th decile, we have 90% of the students got a score of 44.7 or below 44.7. Okay, so that is how you are going to find for the ungrouped data of deciles. Okay, now let's move with ungrouped data of percentiles. Let's now move with ungrouped data of percentiles. So, your formula here ay para rin siyang deciles. Yun nga lang, siya ay over 100 kapag percentiles. Kapag deciles, over 10. Kapag naman quartiles, over 4. So, we have here P sub K is equals to K over 100 times N plus 1. Where K, ito yung hinahanap mo, then N, ito yung total numbers ng given mo. So, we have your given formula for the percentile. For example, we have percentiles of 12 percentiles. So, your formula, we have 12 over 100 times n plus 1. Ganun lang pa kasimple. What if ang hinahanap mo ay 20th percentile? So, we have 20 over 100 times n plus 1. Ganun lang kasimple. What if ang hinahanap mo ay 61st percentiles? So, we have 61 over 100 times n plus 1. Okay? Depende po doon sa hinahanap mo. For example, ang hinahanap mo pa ay 88 percentiles. So, we have 88 over 100 times n plus 1. So, ganun lang po kasimple humanap ng percentiles with ungrouped data. Then, same process of deciles, gagamit din po tayo dito ng interpolation for estimation kung ang ating magiging sagot sa bawat percentiles na yan ay merong decimals. Is it clear? So, now let us have an example. Given the following scores of 14 students, so here are the scores of 14 students. Find the 30th percentiles, 45th percentiles, 50th percentiles, and 84 percentiles. So first, we are going to arrange the given scores into ascending orders or from lowest to highest. So ang ating lowest score, we have here 9. Then next, we have here 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, then another 15, 16, 16, another 16, then we have here 18, dalawang 18, and then dalawang 20. Yan. So, let us count kung 14 siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ayan. So, kailangan lagi nyo do-double check kung tama ba yung arrangement ninyo. Then, now, let us find for P sub 30. 30th percentiles. So, P sub 30 is equals to, ang formula natin, we have your formula of P sub k is equals to k over 100 times n plus 1. So, we have here 30 over 100 times, ang n natin, total of 14. 14 plus 1. So, we have here 30 over 100, 30 over 100 times 15. So, this one, let us calculate 30 times 15, that is 450 divided by 100. So, 30th percentiles is 4.5. So, 4.5 is between 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ito yun. Since may decimal, interpolation ulit ang gagamitin natin. So, interpolation. So, we have P sub 30 is equal to, yung pang 4th rank natin, we have here 12. Then, plus, yung ating decimal, that is 0.5. Then, multiply natin sa 13 minus 12. 13 minus 12. So, we have equals to 12 plus 0.5 times 13 minus 12, that is 1. So, 12 plus 0.5, the 30th percentiles is 12.5. Okay? So, sa 30th percentiles, equal din ito kay D sub 3, third deciles, diba? Okay, next tayo, we have here 45th percentiles. P sub 45 is equal to 45 over 100 times 14 plus 1, that is 15. Calculate ulit natin. 45 times 15, the answer here is 675 divided by 100. This one is P sub 45 is 6.75. So, yan yon. So, between 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, ito yun. So, dito natin makikita si P sub 45. So, we have now 15 and 15. Kung mapapansin nyo. So, we have P sub 45. Ang ating 6th term ay 15. Then, plus natin sa ating decimal which is 0.75. Then, subtract natin dun sa dalawang given which is 15 minus 15. 15 minus 15 is 0. 0 times 0.75 is 0. Therefore, ang P sub 45 natin is 15 alone. Okay? So, ganun lang po siya kasimple. Next tayo, let us have P sub 50. Yan. P sub 50 naman, so pinakagitna naman siya. P sub 50, that is 50 over 100 times 15. Diba? So, 50 over 100, ito ay 1/2 times 15. 15 divided by 2, that is 7.5. Ayan. Ang 7.5. So, gitna siya ni 7 at 8. So, ito ay 6, 7. So, 7 and 8. Ito. Dito naman si 50th percentiles. Dito. Yan. Then, afterwards, we have, let us have interpolation. P sub 50 is equal to, it is equal to 15 plus 0.5 times 16 minus 15, that is 1. Okay? 0.5 times 1 is 0.5. So, we have 15 plus 0.5. Ganun lang. 50 sa 50, we have here 15.5. Okay? Did you get it? Now, let's move with 84 percentiles. 84 percentiles. P sub 84, that is 84 over 100 times 15. Kasi 14 plus 1. 14 lahat ng data plus 1. So, this one, let us calculate. 84 times 15, that is 1,260 over 100. Therefore, ang ating 84 percentiles is 12.68. Yan. 12.68. So, pang number 12 and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, nandito siya. Nasa gitna siya noon. 18 and 20. So, we have here P84 is equal to, so, pang 18, pang 12, 18 plus yung kanyang decimal, 0.6 times 20 minus 18. Yan. So, equals to 18 plus 0.6 times 2. Then, calculate. We have 18 plus 0.6 times 2. The answer is 1.2. So, we have 84 percentiles. We have 18 plus 1.2, that is 19.2. So, ayan yung ating sagot sa 84 percentiles. Did you get it? So, kung atin siya i-describe, we have from 38 percentiles. So, we have 30% of the students got a score of 12.5. Yun yun. So, 30% of the students, ito yung P sub 30, of the students got a score of 12.5 or below 12.5. Yun, ganun lang simple. Kapag naman siya P sub 45, meaning 45% of the students got a scores of, ilan na nakuha natin kay P sub 45? 15. 15 or below 15. Ganun po. Next, P PSAB 50, meaning 50% of the students got the scores of 15.5 or below 15.5. And for the last one, we have 84% of the students got the scores of 19.2 or below 19.2. Did you get it? So that are the how to find the quartiles, deciles, and percentiles of ungrouped data. So, hope marami po kayong natutunan. So, thank you for listening.